Nora's Narrative. What's up, guys? We are doing Spill It and Saute It episode. I'm actually already started, but quickly, if you haven't subscribed, look below and go ahead and subscribe. Come on, and comment and like. Also, you guys definitely go check out my podcast. My episodes will still be on there, and I am right now looking to get some of the content that I talk about on my channel. I'm gonna upload it on the podcast. But if you do not know anything about me, go and look at the last episode and also go check out my podcast, because I'm telling you, some really good episodes on there. Not gonna lie. But yes, anyway, so let me let you guys know what I am fixing. So I'm fixing Tuscan shrimp pasta. You guys voted for it. That's what y'all wanted me to fix. So I said, all right, cool. I will go ahead and fix that. It's actually already done. But and we also want to have a topic that we're going to be discussing once everything's done. Definitely go and follow Nora's Narrative, NORAS_narrative, and that's on IG. And also my page, Nora, NORA, another A, NDRIEL. Also follow that page. So the poll for, voting for which food, you guys wanted me to cook was on there. So if you missed on that, that's cool. We can do another cooking episode, further down the line. So I've already prepared the shrimp. So I'm going to show you guys just like kind of what went into the seasoning. So, onion powder. I put paprika, really didn't call for that, but I did it because I wanted to. Black pepper, Old Bay, can't miss Old Bay. Garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and sloppy mama seasoning. I added that. That was me because I want that in there. And also I use olive oil when you're sauteing the shrimp for this recipe. And I'm gonna go ahead, and the pasta's actually probably done. I'm about to take the pasta off. I kind of wanted the pasta just, for it to be, I didn't have to wait. I don't like waiting on the pasta. And I did wild caught shrimp. I also have garlic bread over here. I'm going to put that in the oven. I probably should go ahead and turn the oven on to 400. And yeah, I was never a cook. Never. Until, like Nicki Minaj said, I had a child, I did the mother thing, that's what I did. So, but it's just me, it's just me and my child, really. And I don't know, it got real peaceful, like where I'm able to cook for me and my child, and I actually started to enjoy it. Now before, I'm really, I like things to, I don't want to say I like things to go my way, but in the kitchen, I like things to go my way. So we're gonna leave it at that. I like for things to go my way. So yeah, I've had, where, someone in the kitchen with me could be wanting, they just don't be, I think for me, when it comes to bacon, I like to actually lay it out in the pan, and when I flip it, I want it to be like that, laid out in the pan. Some people like to just throw the bacon in there and just, use the little, whatever they're using, spatula or whatnot, and just cooking it. They don't care how it looks or anything like that. I care how it looks, because I want it to look like the picture. Because when I go to a restaurant and I see the meal that I want on the menu, I want it to look like that. It shouldn't be no excuse for it to not. And that's just how I am. So, yes. Pasta is ready. I'm gonna put a little olive oil in there, just so it can. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get into the sauce. Mind you, I'm not capping. So, no, this is not something I came up with. It is not. I have the recipe in front of me on my phone, and that is what I'm following. So, yeah. So y'all don't think that, oh my gosh, she done came up with a recipe and stuff. No, I did not. I did not. Just making sure the pasta is good. All right, so let's go ahead and start on the sauce. And I already have my tomatoes. I have my grape tomatoes cut in half. That's what they called for 1 pint of the grape tomatoes. I can show y'all the case of what it'll come in. It'll come in this case, okay? So. And onions, you know, I don't dice. I just go and get it perforated, you know, where they're already diced up. Onions, yeah, that's not really me. But we are gonna go ahead and get the sauce started. Let's see. All right, 3 tablespoons of butter, and it does say what's it called, unsalted butter. Is that what I have? No, but you know, you'll live. If that's not what you have, you'll live. I think I did it. No, mind you, I fixed the sauce before, and it's, yeah, like that's what I was saying, like it's just the sauce. That's really the difference. But I fixed the sauce before. However, I did Tuscan salmon. That is amazing. It was really good. Like eating the pasta by itself was good. Mind you, I don't eat tomatoes. Okay? I do not eat tomatoes at all. But it was really good. Everything together was really good. But, and you know, you got to have your minced garlic. So I have my garlic, and they wanted a teaspoon of that. Go ahead and turn this on. Actually, no, wrong one. We are gonna, I don't know if I have mentioned it already, but we are gonna get into the topic after I finish, you know, cooking. So I really did that because I don't want to be eating alone. Okay, I don't like eating in front of people who are not eating, and some people really don't give a fuck and they don't care, but I do. I care. So, you know, if you're not gonna cook, you just kind of wanted to watch me, you know, cook, then that's fine. But go. Okay. Don't sit there and watch me cook and you're not eating. That's gonna bother me, like spiritually. All right, let me get it together. Gotta get your chicken broth. Okay. I have 2 because one is actually almost gone, and I need a half cup. Great. Oh, I don't need both. I only need 1. Man, I wish I knew that too. Or I went shopping. Okay. And that still didn't even take all of it out of here. I may just pour the rest. I think it'll be okay. Let me see. And usually, guys, when I'm cooking, I usually have music playing. However, I didn't really like the sound. I didn't really like it, how it sounded in the back. And then I don't have time for YouTube to be coming for me about, you know, the whole laws of music and stuff. I don't have time. I'm not doing that. But usually though, when I am cooking by myself, I am playing music, and usually it's R&B. But let me see. What about onions? How much do I put in for onions? So they're saying 1 onion minced, for those who are actually like following the recipe with me. 1 onion minced. However, yeah, I don't really. I'm gonna just put in however much I want to put in out of this. I don't really like onions like that, but it does taste good though. When the last time I did this or made the sauce, it tastes really good actually. It smells really good in here. Not gonna lie, it smells really good. It smells really good. Okay, so I do like to clean up once I am done with, I'm not gonna need the butter again because I already melted the butter. I don't know, I like to work in a clean space. Of course, we all probably learned from our mothers. I know my mom didn't even like us in the kitchen. Let's be real. Didn't even learn how to cook until I had to learn how to cook. Like I said, let's be real. I didn't even I didn't like cooking. I didn't. I didn't see the fun of it. And I think the reason why I didn't see the fun in it is because I just didn't like who I was in the kitchen with. Let's be real with that too. I'm like, come on now. It's like, I know I heard a guy say, just make sure you happy when you're cooking, because I don't want a woman in the kitchen and she mad or angry, because I don't know what she about to do, in the kitchen. And I said, huh? He's just like, no, for real, that's a real thing. When you're mad or when you're angry and you're in the kitchen cooking, you're not putting, you're not happy. So, you don't know what could happen. You don't know how bad the recipe. You don't know how bad the meal is gonna be, and then you might be trying to kill somebody. It happens. Okay, it happens. So I was just like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Because when I'm just out of it and I just don't really, okay, cool. So need to add the heavy cream. But yeah, when I'm out of it, I don't really be cooking like that. I just be throwing something together that I already know how to throw together and call it a day. That's me. That's what I do. We're gonna add the heavy cream. 2 cups of this, guys. If you're following me, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be so good. Oh, so good. Actually, I was supposed to have been add tomatoes in here, but it's cool. I'm telling y'all, it really, the tomatoes adds flavor, but it adds a certain texture as well. It's just I don't know, it's really good. So I'm happy that I'm kind of following the instructions for this one. I don't think I did this for the salmon because I actually ran out of the sauce, I believe. I didn't run out of it, but I wanted more sauce. That's what I'll say. I wanted more sauce. And I was just like, oh my god, and I'm going to show y'all in a second, kind of what it looks like when I add all of the seasonings in the sauce. Because you gotta add the seasonings. Let me see. Of course, Italian seasoning never hurts. You never can go wrong with putting a lot of Italian seasoning, or like on accident. I've done that before. Oh my god, I've done that before. I had a container. It was an old bag container like this, and for some reason, I think it might be this one, because this one was it's a big container. There might have been this one where like this side wouldn't hold. It wouldn't stay closed, and I was cooking. I had the other side that I was going to use. I had that open, and as I was pouring, this side was open, and like a lot of it just came out, and I was like, oh wow, like no, but yeah, awful. It was awful. I did that with Italian seasoning too. Like that's why I said, I was like, you can't go wrong with Italian seasoning. Now this and anything else, just go ahead and start over. Just start over. Just saying. Those are like some of my mishaps in the kitchen. That's why I said I'm not a chef. I don't really want to take on that title because no. I do this for fun. Like it's fun to me and it's relaxing, and I know that I'm going to eat good. I'm adding red pepper in here. I've already added black pepper. I do like my stuff spicy. Come on now, I'm West Indian. You already know. I like my stuff spicy. I do, and I'm getting ready to show y'all. So yeah, black pepper. What else did I put in here? Black pepper, red pepper flakes. Oh, they actually want cayenne in here too. See, I'm telling you, I like all the spices. Yeah, it's really good. It is really good. Where is the paprika? They would add the paprika. This looks really, really, really good. And guess what? We're about to add the Parmesan cheese in there. Go ahead and start prepping. Get your wine together, because y'all already know me, I'm definitely having my wine with this, because it's going to be so good. So, so, so good. And we're going to have this talk. I got to tell you guys about Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is coming up. And so funny that my family, so I'm one of 5, right? And they want all the kids to take over Thanksgiving, technically. So, all the cooking and stuff. They want us to do this. Why did they put me with mac and cheese? They didn't really put me with mac and cheese, but they okayed it. Let's put it that way. They okayed that. I saw a post, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw a post that, you need like 5 to 7 references when you're about to do the mac and cheese. Like, you need to have, someone writing your reference letters. Like, for you to be, okay, yeah, she can do the mac and cheese. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that at all. It's so funny. But, yeah, I don't have that. Crazy. 8 ounces of, yeah, man, I'm about to just pour it, because, come on now. Parmesan. Alright. Add your Parmesan cheese. You can follow directions. It said 8 ounces. That's cool. The bag is actually 6 ounces, and I really could have just used the whole bag. I just didn't, because I feel like that would be a lot. But that was me. That's just me. So, I'm going to go ahead and put the spinach in here. Yeah. This is done. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead now and put the bread in. Because I mean, that doesn't take long. And you know what's so crazy, that the garlic bread be cooking on top of the stove. I just saw that the cheese is already melted. Anyway, crazy, I know. But yeah, I think that is it. I did everything. I think that's it. So now I'm gonna put everything together and go ahead and start prepping, because we're about to go and sit at the table and talk about what you got. What are you bringing to the table? Not funny. I like that. I like the topic too. What are you bringing to the table? I think that's what's funny. And we're eating, by the way, too. You know, we're stuffing our faces. I hope y'all are eating, by the way. You know, I hope y'all are eating something. You know, maybe your mama cooked. You know, somebody cooked. Maybe you cooked. If you tried this, let me know how you liked it. Cause it's really good. I'm not gonna lie though, we're gonna see. Cause the salmon was, I would do the salmon again, because oh my god, it's just chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss, so good, so good. Like, it's gonna be so good. Because everything's practically done, guys. It's pretty much done. Gotta be careful, because, man. So good. So I'm mixing it right now, and then I'm going to show y'all in a second. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys, okay? It actually looks really good. It's so good. Oh my god. Yep, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be right back. Okay. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Y'all ready to have this conversation? You know, besides, you know, the food, right? What are you bringing to the table? Right, that's the question. That is the topic that we are going to discuss today. What do you bring to the table? So, I'm not gonna lie. I've actually never had to discuss, like, I've never been asked that question, like, verbatim, like, you know, what do you got, what you gonna bring to, like, what are you bringing to the table? I've never actually had that proposed to me. I haven't, and I honestly do feel like through, you know, just communication and conversations, you should be able to kind of get the gist of that person, instead of having to ask that question. I'm not saying it's wrong to have, you know, to ask that question, but, like, I don't know, sometimes it can make someone feel awkward, maybe. I mean, but I mean, it is a valid question, like, you know, what are you bringing to the table? So anyway, the issue is, or the issue that I have with it is that women, ladies, we have so much expectation, and we have so many just standards that we want the man to, we're looking for the man to go ahead and answer that question. In a way, like, we want him to, what are you bringing to the table? And I get it, it's nothing bad with it, it's nothing bad about it. However, now you have men out here asking, you know, well, what are you bringing to the table? Because you may not have stated it, or the lack of communication and the lack of conversation, clearly it wasn't brought to anybody's attention what you are bringing to the table. So it's just crazy how, like, our society is, like, women, like, ladies, we are out here looking for sugar daddies. We out here looking for, you know, guys who are probably ladies, we're I'm in my mid-20s, and so my ladies who are in your mid-20s or even early 20s, we're looking for men who are, I'm not going to include myself, but we're, ladies are looking for men who are in their 30s. So it's like adjusted in life. They already got their shit together. They do. They're in their 30s for the most part. Like, when you're in your 30s, you did all the work in your 20s to get your shit together. So when you hit your 30s, you good. Like, So we're over here expecting for a man that we find to go ahead and make over six figures. So from all that, what are you bringing to the table? Besides, it needs to be discussed on both ends of women and men. So we are gonna have a part 2 for a guy panel to speak on this. But honestly, y'all, what are we bringing to the table? As for me, like, what am I, if someone asks me what am I bringing to the table, right, I want to be able to say I'm bringing just honesty. I'm bringing loyalty. I'm bringing, really like the basic stuff, of course, but I'm also bringing support. I'm bringing just who I'm all about, right? So if we've gotten to that part, right? So what am I bringing to the table? A lot of conversations should have already happened. So if the guy is still talking to me, he already knows like who I'm about. He knows what comes with me. He knows maybe as far as baggage and stuff, or just what's coming with me. He knows about that, right? So if he's still here, he's still standing, he's still in front of me, talking to me, all that. Shouldn't really have to explain anything else, because clearly you like it. Or you like what I'm about. You like, you like me, for me as a person. So I don't know, I just feel like that particular question, it's valid, but it's like through conversation, that question should have already been answered. Now, if it hasn't been answered, then there's the exit. Like, that's when you should be showing, him or her the exit. Unless y'all are just fucking, that's different. If that's what y'all are doing, then there's no need to even have that question popping up. But, if you're actually trying to see this woman, you're actually trying to talk to her and get to know her and pursue her, right? You should have already kind of gotten your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Just saying. So, like, for women, same thing. Like, we shouldn't have men asking us, well, what are you bringing to the table? You have all these requirements for me. What do you bring to the table? Right? Because it should have already been shown. Like, forget words. Like, I don't even like talking. Like, I like action. And I'm going to show you that action. I'm going to bring to the table, but you're going to see it. Right? I'm not just going to talk about it. For me, I don't like talking about stuff that, especially if, I don't want to lie about anything on my name. I want it to be shown, displayed on the table, like this food, because this food is buzzing. Okay, this food is buzzing. But yeah, I mean, I know y'all probably just like, well, you over here babysitting the food. Like, okay, I am. Leave me alone, because I'm talking to y'all. But cause I don't like eating in front of people. I do not like eating in front of people. This is in real life. Like, I'm not even just talking about, because I just know, like, y'all are gonna be watching me eat, and that's weird. I'm not gonna eat it.
I go eat in front of y'all. I'm sorry. Like, but this food is good though. And y'all want the recipe, let me know and I'll give it to you. But anyway, back to the conversation. Yeah, though, I say definitely go and check out my podcast. The episodes will be there. And definitely go and subscribe and comment and let me know your thoughts. And like, to all my gentlemen, all my guys out there, if y'all want to be a part of, because I feel like we do need a part 2. We definitely need a part 2 of this. So all my gentlemen out there, if y'all are trying to be a part of, the whole panel for the next, episode on, what do you bring to the table? Let me know. Shoot me a DM. All right. My IG is NORAANDRIEL. Also, Nora's Narrative also has an IG, NORAS_narrative. Okay. So definitely go and follow both pages. Also, again, go and subscribe, because I'm telling y'all, don't want to miss out on the next episode. But you guys, all right, I will talk to y'all later.